All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Big Blue Tea.
Hello, Big Blue Faithful. Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Oh, man, you can just feel it, right? That buzz in the air. New York Giants football is definitely back. And what better way to get hyped for the season than digging right into the latest from training camp? I mean, this is where you get the real story, what's actually happening on the field. So today, we're diving deep into this fantastic field report, training camp insights, and player stock watch. Our mission, like always, is to sift through all this great info, these detailed reports, and pull out the absolute must-know stuff for you. Give you, our awesome listeners, that shortcut to being totally up to speed on our Giants. Not just the scores, but the real feel of the team.
Yeah, and these reports, their goals for that. They really break it all down, don't they?
Yeah.
The whole vibe of practice, how individual guys are looking, even the little coaching adjustments. It's the details that tell the story.
Okay, let's jump right in then. What was the overall feeling from these early camp days? Because the big headline, and honestly it gets me fired up, is the defense just owning things early on. The reports talk about the edges collapsing timing and the run fits getting crisper, especially with Dexter Lawrence back. What's that tell you?
Well, collapsing timing is huge. It means guys like Burns and Thibodeaux, they aren't just, maybe getting there. They're consistently messing up the quarterback's rhythm, forcing quick throws, holding it too long. And you add crisper run fits. That's about discipline, right? Hitting your gap, setting the edge. Yeah. With Dex back anchoring, it means the whole unit is just more sound fundamentally.
Yeah.
That's a great sign early.
Love hearing that. That defensive energy is everything. But it wasn't totally one-sided, was it? The offense found its footing later.
Yeah, they definitely did. Show some good fight, rallied late, which you like to see. Connected on some deep shots. Saw Dalen Cambre and Beaux Collins make plays downfield. And they mixed in some successful QB keepers too, which, adds another wrinkle the defense has to worry about. Good offensive response.
And sticking with the offense, the trenches, always key for us Giants fans. Marcus Mbow getting called sturdy at right tackle. That sounds pretty darn good. But the report also flagged stunts, still messy at times. How big a worry is that messiness right now?
Well, sturdy is the main thing you want to hear about Mbow, right?
Yeah.
Holding his own physically. That's step one. The stunts messy part, look, it points to communication. Those twists and games up front, they require everyone to be on the same page with their protection IDs, identifying who's coming from where. It's pretty common early in camp to have some hiccups there, something they'll definitely drill hard. Needs cleaning up, but not panic time yet.
Right. It's camp, part of the process. The reports even mentioned a few skirmishes, the usual extracurriculars, but key thing, 0 casualties. Practice kept rolling.
Exactly. Shows that fire, that competitiveness is there, but they kept it under control, didn't let it derail things. That's good intensity management. Now, another big piece of camp is always availability. Who's practicing, who's out. It's like a live depth chart update.
Mm-hmm.
So the report listed Malik Nabers, that toe thing, Andrew Thomas, Deonte Banks, and Eluemunor, who was away, as out limited.
Yeah, but seeing who was in, that was great news. Jalin, Hyatt, Evan Neal, Drew Phillips, all back. That's just a massive boost. Getting those guys reps, seeing how they fit, especially Hyatt and Neal, key pieces.
And kind of related to that, there was an interesting note about the opponent. Sauce Gardner sat out some drills for the Jets. That definitely tilted the receiver matchups, made them a bit friendlier for our guys.
Okay, that's interesting. So what does friendlier really mean in that context? How did our guys take advantage? Sounds like a real opportunity.
Oh, it's a big difference. Without an elite corner like Sauce locking guys down, receivers like Collins and Hyatt get, cleaner releases. They can really test verticals, run those deep routes, and see if they can create separation. And for their quarterbacks, Wilson and Dart, it means they can read clean leverage. The picture is clearer pre-snap, maybe the windows are a bit bigger. It lets them build confidence, work on timing without facing the absolute toughest look every single rep. Good developmental reps.
Gotcha. Okay, back to the D, because wow. The reports paint a picture, don't they? The identity is the edge, and it's just, Burns and Thibodeaux, multiple would-be sacks, squeezes that shredded clock. How are they doing it? What's that mean for opposing QBs?
Well, would-be sacks tells you they're living in the backfield, constantly disrupting things, even if the whistle stops the play. And squeezes that shredded clock. That's about collapsing the pocket fast, not just getting around the edge, but pushing it inwards, making the QB feel trapped. Forces bad decisions, throwaways. It's demoralizing for an offense. And what's really jumping out is Abdul Carter's development. His toolbox keeps expanding, the report says. That's key. It means he's not just a one-trick pony. He won with a wide 9 rush coming from way outside. Then he showed he can slide inside to fold the pocket too. that ability to attack different ways.
Yeah.
That's how you become a nightmare for blockers. Really promising stuff from the young guy.
And you can't forget Big Dex, Dexter Lawrence, set the anchor. I love the line in the report, the Jets' run game started writing apology notes. That just says it all, doesn't it? Pure dominance inside.
Oh, absolutely. When your nose tackle is making the other team regret even trying to run, that changes everything. He's not just eating blocks. He's wrecking plays at the line. That frees up the linebackers, makes it harder for QBs to step up. He's the engine in the middle. And we also saw that nickel revival with Drew Phillips returning allowed for more disguise packages, which means confusing the offense. Plus, Javon Holland seemed to be everywhere, near takeaways.
Yeah.
It points to a secondary that's not just covering, but playing smart, creating opportunities, good synergy between the front and back ends.
So, yeah, for us fans, if Saturday was the trailer, then the Carter Burns two-edge horror flick is coming soon. Rated D for everyone gets blocked. I mean, come on. You just gotta love that intensity and the scheme coming together on D.
All right, let's flip to the offense. Started a bit slow, maybe some uptown blues, but definitely finished strong with some downtown booms. Between the 20s, yeah, a few flags, a tipped ball, quick whistles on some pressures. But progress noted too, protection calls more synced than day one. Still, a couple uh-ohs versus game stunts, so improvement, but still refining things against those complex looks.
Okay, but then the red zone and the deep shots. This is where it gets fun. Wilson to Dalen Cambre, that go ball with hang time, described as an absolute pillow drop. Just beautiful touch and timing, right? Exactly what you want to see. And then Wilson and Dart hitting Beaux Collins on those vertical corner routes with contested finishes like he paid for the seat. Explain that phrase, paid for the seat. What's that really telling us about Collins?
Yeah, great phrase. It means he's making tough catches in traffic. Like the defender's right there, draped on him, but Collins goes up strong, high points it, and basically says, nope, this ball is mine. It speaks volumes about his strength, his hands, his concentration in those tight window moments. He's not just getting open, he's winning those contested balls. That's a big deal.
Incredible stuff. And those QB keepers, too. Wilson and Dart both scoring, running against flow. The report called it great sequencing. Why is that play so effective down close?
Well, against flow means they faked the run one way and the QB took off the other way, right? Catches the defense leaning. And great sequencing suggests they called it at just the right time. Maybe after showing a few passes, lull the defense a bit, then hit him with the keeper, keeps him honest, adds a crucial running threat in the tight red zone. Smart play calling.
And we have to talk about Theo Johnson. The reports are calling him a seam stick nod merchant, a chain mover in the high rent district. I love this line. Ordering bottle service in the red zone like seams for the table. Break that down. What kind of weapon does that make him?
That's just fantastic imagery, isn't it? Okay. Seam stick nod merchant means he's deadly running routes up the middle seam of the defense, and he uses these sharp breaks and head fakes the stick nod to get separation. Chain mover in the high rent district means he's reliable for first downs in crucial spots like third down or near the goal line. And the bottle service bit, it just means he's consistently feasting in the red zone. Those seam routes are killer down there. He's looking like a real go-to red zone threat, a true mismatch. Very, very exciting for a tight end.
Seriously, seeing those big plays, that red zone execution, it's building some real buzz for this offense. Gotta love it.
Okay, let's check the dial tone on the QB room. Always critical. Reports gave a good feel for each guy. For Russ, rhythm stabilized, so more consistent timing, getting the ball out smoothly. And that situational late game juice showed up. Means he stepped up when the pressure was on and simulated late game drills. Vintage Russ, perhaps. Dart showed real command. Check skills with confidence at the line, making adjustments. And those layered hole shots, that's about throwing with touch and accuracy between levels of the defense. Plus, yeah, the keeper TD, looking sharp. And Jameis, described as the spark plug, brings that energy, that tempo. And yeah, YOLO windows within structure, mostly. He'll take some chances, push into tight spots, but generally playing within the system, mostly.
Love the mostly for Jameis. But honestly, seeing that kind of mix the experience, the command, the spark, you got to feel good about the depth there, right? What's the biggest plus of having those different styles?
Adaptability, that's the key word. You've got different tools for different situations. Russ's composure, Dart's precision in checks, Jameis's tempo, and fearlessness. It gives the coaches options depending on the opponent. The game flow over a long season, that kind of flexibility in your QB room is just invaluable. Huge asset. All right, skill rotation time. Who ate what? Wide receivers. Hyatt, Slayton, Beaux Collins were the main trio. Montrell Washington mixing in too. And yeah, the reports just keep hammering it home. Collins Stacked another call my agent day. He's just consistently making plays. Stock way up.
And Theo Johnson, we talked about him, just a mismatch machine at tight end. Seeing a rookie step up like that, especially down near the goal line, man, that gets you excited for what he can do all season.
Yep. Then running backs. Singletary looked patient plus punchy, waits for the hole, then hits it hard. Veteran savvy. Tyron Tracy Jr. bringing that gadget speed touch. Good for sweeps, screens, getting him in space. And Turbo Miller got some looks in the passing game too, sprinkled in pass looks. Nice versatile group there.
It really is. You've got the vets doing their thing and these younger guys really stepping up and making noise. That's the kind of dynamic you want on offense.
No, situational ball always tells you a lot. Third downs, defense definitely had the upper hand. Pressure, tight coverage, made it tough on the L. But low red zone, inside the 10, offense answered, found ways to score with sprint outs, those Theo Johnson seams, QB keepers. Crucial execution there, move the ball periods. Defense made some noise early negative plays, forcing punts or long field goals, so they could disrupt drives before they get going.
Good breakdown of that back and forth. Okay, let's get into the coaching tweaks, the chess match stuff. What adjustments did the reports highlight?
Defensively, they showed more sim creeper illusions. So basically thinking blitzes, showing pressure from one spot, then dropping guys into coverage, but still winning with edge rusher. It's about creating confusion, messing with the O-line's reads, smart scheming.
And the offense adjusting to that pressure.
Yeah, they countered. Used motion condensed splits to free releases. That means moving guys around before the snap, bunching them up to help receivers get off the line cleanly against press coverage. And they leaned on RPO quick game to chill the rush. Can you maybe unpack RPO and quick game a bit? How does that chill the rush?
Sure. RPO is run pass option. Quarterback reads a defender if he crashes on the run, throw the pass. If he drops, hand it off. Puts that defender in conflict. Quick game is just that fast throws, get the ball out in like 2 seconds or less, slants, hitches.
Great. And both those things chill the rush because the defensive line knows the ball could be gone fast. They can't just pin your ears back and go all out every play. It forces them to play more assignment sound, slows down that initial burst, takes away their biggest weapon time. Smart offensive counters.
Okay, the moment we've all been waiting for, the stock report, the SIP scorecard, who's steaming UP? As a Giants fan, this list gets you pumped. Who's making the biggest jumps?
Defensively, it's that core group. Abdul Carter, Burns, Thibodeaux, Dexter Lawrence, they've just been dominant individually and collectively. Huge arrow pointing up for that whole front. Offensively, Beaux Collins, we've talked about him nonstop. Theo Johnson, the mismatched TE. Marcus Mbow, looking sturdy at RT. And Jalin Hyatt, back on the field, making plays. These guys are consistently showing out.
Love to see it. Okay, what about holding pattern? Area still needing polish.
Two main things flagged. Protection IDs versus games. Still got to clean up recognizing and blocking those stunts and blitzes. And penalty discipline. Need to cut down on those drive-killing flags. Fundamentals, basically.
Makes sense. And the monitor guy, Malik Nabers, right?
Yeah.
With the toe. But the key is ramp continues. He's working his way back. Just got to be patient there. Let him get fully right.
Exactly. Long season.
Okay, so looking ahead to Saturday, what should you, the listener, be watching for? Your official fan checklist. Number 1, that first, third, and medium. Do the Jets bring a stunt? And critically, does our O-line pass it off cleaner? Show that communication is improving. Big test right there.
Good one. What else?
Watch for an early shot downfield. Does Beaux Collins get another schemed vertical, especially if Sauce is out again? Keep feeding the hot hand. And the red zone menu.
More Theo Johnson seams, more QB keepers, or maybe something new. How are they going to attack inside the 20? Hopefully, a bit of everything. Keep them guessing.
Definitely. And defensively.
Got to watch Abdul's deployment. Is he strictly wide 9 or do they move him inside on passing downs? See how they unleash that versatility. And of course, the RT rotation. Does Marcus Mbow keep the seat warm while Eluemunor is out? And hey, huge congrats to Marcus and his wife. Just had a baby. Awesome news for the big fella. Maybe some extra dad strength out there we'll be watching. It's all about tracking these things, folks. All right, that wraps up this deep dive. We've hit the highlights, pulled out the key takeaways from that field report. Hopefully, you feel totally plugged in on our New York Giants. Man, the excitement is building. Absolutely. And think about this based on everything we discussed. What stands out most to you? Which stock are you personally buying right now? Collins catching everything in sight, or Carter racking up those sacks? Something to chew on.
Yeah, let us know. This team feels like it's building something, doesn't it? We're here for the ride. Let's go, Big Blue. All right, well, I think that just about wraps things up for this deep dive.
Yeah, seems like a good place to pause.
Just wanted to say a massive thank you for tuning in to Big Blue Tea.
Absolutely. And, a huge shout out always to BLKFREEZYTV.
Oh,
For
definitely.
the fantastic programming, the production, everything that makes this possible.
Yep. Their work behind the scenes is just really appreciated.
It really is.
This has been Big Blue Tea.
Until next time.